And good morning, good evening, good afternoon, wherever you are. Welcome to Dreamy Dreamland with Sensie Owl Bob. That's me. And how you doing? It's a little nippy this morning. I got up and it was about 2 degrees. It's always fun, right? Went out there naked, did my contacts. And there's no one around to notice except for, Elon Musk up in his satellite. He always gets a thrill. Hey, Elon. And so, how are all of you doing? We're doing a live chat today, and a live chat is around consciousness, right? Because what's in front of us, right, is not a silver bell, that's for sure. It is on the peripheral. That's where God and Jesus stand, right? Waiting for us to let open the door, right? And this is not a religious or political or any of those kind of things. This video is just for your entertainment, right? And don't believe a word I say. Nothing's true. It's all an illusion. It's going to be really one heck of a, just experiencing, normally around here, it stays in the 60s until January. Ready? Thank you, dear. Yep. Ooh. Yeah, look at that. Bunch. So I'm going to put you over here. And we'll start having lunch. So, I was talking to B. One here, what's quite interesting is when you listen to national news, they never really talk about Tennessee. They say, oh, how terrible it was in North Carolina, Asheville, blah, 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 right? And they don't talk about that chunk of property that kind of goes above, not Raleigh, but maybe above High Point, up all the way up to where the Blue Ridge kind of starts. It's called the hills, right? There's some flatlands in the hills, and then it goes up into Tennessee, right? And that area is basically some of the best, or was some of the best farmland in the United States. Very much the best in the East Coast. And in those two states, it was about the size of New Jersey. So, New Jersey is not a small state. It's not like Connecticut or Vermont or Maryland. It's a big, not quite as big as New York, but big state. Anyway, I got a whole swatch of I don't know, how we're big New Jersey, how many square miles New Jersey is, was wiped out by the event, scraped off the earth, right? And the federal government said, oh, sorry kids, can't live here anymore. It's, we're condemning it, right? And then real estate developers kind of quietly bought it up, penny on the dollar, right? And they're planning to build a mammoth with a M, 15-minute cities. So, whether to do or don't, whether you find out about it or you don't. Meaning, I live out in the middle of nowhere, right? Now, let me show you this. Okay. Wait a minute. So here's where I sleep, a little rack. Here's where I have my clothes. Used to have them kind of hanging up in this little teeny closet here, but it just seemed to want to mold up. And here, it takes a little more time. And I do hit it with a little Lysol. Here's fun. My toilet. When I got this place from my brother, it looked like that. It's like, the white plastic has been taken off. But at least this is better than... so this little bathroom is 36 inches wide by 52 inches long. And that's a bathtub that never worked. Sink never worked, plumbing never worked. So you can't throw the toilet paper down there. You have to collect it and burn it. Here's a coat I want to wear, but it's a little moldy. Smells a little like mold. Just a little. Put it on the heater. So anything cloth, and see, this ain't even cloth. This is kind of, any clothes we wear today are made from oil. I'm sorry to tell you that, but and this shit will outlast us. Our civilization. They'll be finding this shit 100 years, 1,000 years from now. What were these people thinking? Well, the thing is, we don't think, right? We really don't. It's all about profit, right? So I used to have a 11,000 square foot factory in Lynchburg, Virginia. I had a art school, about a 7,000 square foot art school in Roanoke, Virginia. I had 7 little, 2,200 square foot concrete worker houses, 2 floors, kind of a basement. In Benton, Virginia, and I had a really nice southern plantation type of house on the Intercoastal in Stuart, Florida, and I had a fishing lodge out off of Long Key, Pine, mile marker 45, I think it was, in the Keys of Florida, right? Between Key Largo and the one at the end. Anyway, so whatever so that was a lot of stuff I had. So this is what I got left. And in a 900 square foot space, so that was, all of that square footage was like maybe 180,000 square feet. So to squeeze 180,000 square feet worth of stuff into 900 square feet, this is what you get. And this is my life. And why did I do this? I got rid of all my wealth. The Bible says, rich man asked Jesus, how do I get to heaven? And he said, get rid of all your worldly goods and wealth, and give it to the poor, which I did. Right? And this is just the kind of peripheral stuff, right? And I leave it like this because it is, instead of having a religious thing to this stuff, this is what it is, right? Just stuff I use every day. Can opener, cans of food. Yeah, that's kind of what it is. Anyway, so I hope you liked the little tour. And it's Thanksgiving. So I'm going to show this next time I do a show. So people can have, I give thanks that I have this, right? Because I would be out under a tree. And living under a tree isn't so bad, out there in the deep green, 340 days of the year, it's acceptable. I mean, it was 60 degrees at night just 4 weeks ago. Well, this coldness that is occurring is as much as a event as the hurricanes of September and October. People up on Poggy and Trade who are out in tents. They're cold. And there's no real way to help them. I used to be a counselor and conflict resolution police officer and a substance abuse counselor. And I basically use my 3 rules of don't get involved unless you have a workable exit strategy. Don't get involved unless you're going in for the good of the people. Don't get involved unless you're going to learn something. And we all need, lanes to be in. The deep green. Not much space. It snowed last night, maybe 2 or 3 inches. And temperature inside here is, what is it? Maybe 50. Yeah, about 50. And it's toasty. Yep. And here it is outside. And now I woke up this morning and it's about how much snow it was, Maybe, 2 or 3 inches, give or take. But it was very powdery. And so all you had to do is use a broom, this one right here, and you can broom it off, right? And here's my other tools, rake and the other broom. Again, it was pretty powdery, so it was not hard to make the path. And it's about 20 degrees outside. Hold this because this thing is cold without a glove. you just kind of rake it and make a path. Because if you don't, it gets crunchy and then icy. And if you try to walk on that, kill yourself. So, I cleared a little bit off. This is my kitchen sink. This is my disposal over here. And the sky is somewhat clearing. It's about 3 o'clock, so the sun is heading towards behind the mountain there. And once it goes down there, it gets colder by 10 degrees at least. But the path is cleared, and the earth is still kind of warm, even though it's been 16 degrees or so for the last 2 weeks. So all of these trees were heavily covered with snow, and with a little breeze and a little sun, and about 10 degrees warmer than it was. So it was about, 6 degrees when I first came out this morning. Now it's about 16, 18. When that's cold, it's 10 degrees warmer, right? So things will somewhat, melt. See, right over there, the ground, which is warmer than the snow. So that derivation, the difference, right? And the little footprints there are of birds, and the bigger ones are of cats. And the ones that are, those there are maybe raccoons. And there's the deck. Pretty much all the deep green is gone, except for the deciduous trees like the pines. They still have their leaves, but all the poplars, they've lost their leaves. Everybody else has lost their leaves. And I don't really cut anything down until April, right? I let the leaves and everything cover the ground. And so that's the path going to the other end of the property there. See where those big trees are way over there? That hill, that's the edge of my property. And it goes all the way up there to on the other side of those big trees. And those big trees used to be about 40 feet shorter when I bought this place. But I cut all these trees down so they wouldn't hit my little deck. But those 4 trees could do it, but if they did, just the tops of the trees would hit it, wouldn't be that bad. And they are actually pretty sturdy, and they're leaning the other way. So anyway, see, there's a mountain over there. There's another one over there. I mean hills, but I mean these are mountains. Sawtooth Mountains, that's what they are. That's where I live. There's nobody here. And because the 2 state roads got destroyed by the event, and they don't seem to want to fix them. What's that? Big deer. Big buck. Right over there, but you can't see it. See, it's kind of strolling. So here's the whale, my soccer mom van, 2007, 310 miles on it. And my church friends bought it, so they would have to chauffeur me around. See, that's over there is another little mountain. I mean, I'm in a mountain range, see, so there's mountains all over there. They're all around me, and it's just not 2 mountains. It's not like one big one. It's like up and down, up and down, up and down. So Here's the forest road out of here. Some of my neighbors have been home. Oh, hey there. This is that Forest Service road. These trees were all over it. Me and the boys cut them up and mowed them over it. We had no heavy equipment. Oh, this is all the trees that got knocked down. They were morely exploded. I mean, like, look at that, right there. That's a root ball. That tree was exploded out of the ground. There's going to be more of this. Now we got a real nasty drought going on. We just had some rain, so. Anyway, now here we are, all ready for a live chat. Anybody out there up for a live chat? Happy holidays. Happy holidays. Yeah. And true. Happy holidays. Happy holidays. Kick who cares down the stairs. Oh, look, there's one person and one thumbs up. Thank you very much. So we're almost there for, when we hit to 25 in a few seconds, I'm going to go off this thing and tell everyone I'm going to have a live chat in the next 15-20 minutes, okay? This has just been a public service announcement, and give you a little, see what you think, okay? Okay. It's this time of the year.